The Super Hornet is being modified to fill almost every role on the carrier, from electronic jamming to refueling, and is one of the most lethal weapons aloft. The F-A-18 will be defending the skies for decades into the future.
Hi guys, welcome pilots, guys and gals alike. Welcome to SpeedBuild RC. This is my channel, and I got a couple things to show you on this jet here before I get going. Lo and behold, a couple things I didn't notice, and right off the bat, one of the big important thing I didn't notice was the power lead down in there. See what I'm talking about? This is a 6-cell jet, guys. It's got a XT60 power connector. Give me a break. Okay, I mean, I don't even know of any 6-cell batteries that come with XT60s on them. Okay, so we got one project here you can see that I'm going to have to do, and that's going to be to start right off with. I'm going to get that going so I can at least hook the thing up, power it up, make sure everything works before I get any further. Okay, we've got a servo tester out here, so I'll be testing servos and everything else. So everything is going to start going here now, SpeedBuild fashion, and hope you enjoyed the ride. Buckle up. Okay, Garmin, stop recording. Okay, guys. Okay. Oh, I forgot my stand here. These should be dry enough. They've been drying for a couple hours. Ordinarily, and with foam tack, you could go ahead and fly them probably right now, but I like to wait at least 24 hours. Personally, I actually like to wait about a week for the foam tack to really cure well. That's about as best as it's going to get, as strong as it's going to get, and it still remains somewhat flexible. Now, after about an hour here, I can take, I mean, it's been a couple hours now, I can still actually move these if I have to, although I do think I've got them pretty darn square. Take a look at it from the back here, guys. Try and make this even for you. Let's make sure that the control surfaces are all the same, otherwise it's not going to look right. Obviously, still have some adjusting to do, guys. I still have to put the receiver in here and set it up on the radio. I've got the gyro receiver that I used in the B-24 and in my F4. Also in the Raptor. I think I've got one in the Raptor too. Haven't flown in one of those, but I flew it in the B-24. It was great. So they look pretty straight to you guys. As far as the paint scheme is concerned, I had a gentleman out there. He's Jeff. From my club. Jeff, that is a very nice offer, man. I'd love to see the photos too, by the way. Really like to see what these things really looked like, and that is something I was planning to do possibly in the future. It's just I used to work in paint shops and stuff like that, and right now is a horrible time of the year to paint. You get glazing if it's too humid, if it's too dry, it doesn't, you know, it dries too fast. You don't get your finish to flow right. Just a lot of different things. So I kind of pick my days to do paint jobs, at least as far as completes, you know, because I want them to look pretty good. So I'm just going to go ahead and throw this the way it's supposed to be, and you know, maybe in the future, you know, I like doing projects like that, and I'd be more than happy to look at those because they look really nice. And I appreciate that offer too, sir. Thank you. Let's see, where was I? Pretty much the build is already almost done here. I do have to put the gyro receiver in. To show you which one I got, guys, I picked this one up, the Admiral receiver that they've got. It's a DSMX compatible, DSMP, but it's got diversity. It's got a diversity antenna, and with the button, if you get into trouble or something like that, you just push and hold the button until the plane snaps back into flyable attitude. So anyway, these have worked pretty good. I used one in the B-24 bomber, and I had no problems with it whatsoever. And I mean, I flew that plane vertical almost out of sight. So, but this one takes a little bit to set up, so I can't just throw it in and go and give you a quick demo on this, guys. I've got to actually do some stuff in my radio to make that work with it right. But what I did do here, guys, they don't leave much room. In fact, let me grab the camera here so you can see. Pardon me. They don't leave a whole lot of room. This was, excuse me guys, I'm sorry. This was all that was in there, was that tiny little pigtail right there. I mean, I could hardly even get my fingers in there, so I needed an extension anyway. So rather than cut that off and just, you know, putting on a EC5, and this looks funky, I know, guys. But I was kind of running out of, I didn't have what I needed to fit both of those. So what I was able to do was take two strands, double strand each side, and make them fit the XT60, and then be able to twist it up tight enough to fit into the EC5 and still get good solders on both ends. Now that might actually not be a bad idea, guys. This is 16 AUG wire doubled up. That should be what, 8 AUG theoretically, but I would say more or less when I was looking at the actual twisted up part where I had braided it, I would say it's probably every bit of 12, maybe 10 AUG. So this should carry it, and being 4 strands, that's kind of like redundancy. just a thought. Anyway, it was something quick, fast, easy way to do it, and flexible, because I'm not sure what I'm going to deal with here. Got quite a rat's nest here. So I'm going to have to find room for all this and a big ass battery that's got to go back in there, because they're calling for a 3300 35C. I've got a 3300 60C. The 4000s, they say, have got to be like 25 to 30C. Well, mine's a 60C is there as well there too. So we're going to have to stick with the 3300 60C and just make it work. I got a funny feeling when I do a couple of things there in the back. Because I'm not done with this yet, guys. I actually want to get into that area back here. Let me turn this plane around here for you guys. Take a look. Now, when I look into this thing here and I see one side, it looks just fine, and the other side, it looks like it's off and uneven. I reach my finger in there and I'm feeling like flat spots, and then I look in the side and there's like a hollow there. So I need to get in there and close that up, fill it in, shape it so it's like a V, so it actually slices the air coming out and not causes an obstruction. And then I'm going to do the inside of it like I did with the, as if I was putting the afterburner in there, because that finish just made it like glass, which means no wind resistance whatsoever, and that I think that fan's gonna, it's gonna need all the help it can get to just push it out of there. All right. Anyway, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and throw the rest of it together here, and the next part of this will be putting on. You guys don't want to see me do decals, do you? Huh? Anybody? I hope not. That's kind of boring. It takes a long time. To be quite kind of frank with you, I really don't like doing videos of doing decals, because I really take my time doing it, and I want to make sure everything is perfect. But let's go ahead and complete this build here for you guys here real quick, okay? Pop that on there. I forgot to show this when I unboxed. Drop tank. Yeah, that goes underneath there. I don't see too many people fly with that, but I do see them fly with the missiles, which I'll just conveniently clip on. Let me set the camera down here real quick and I'll throw the rest of this together. Hope you've enjoyed the build, guys. I didn't leave anything out. Not that I can think of. This is a nice plane, though. I'm still trying to figure out exactly where the CG is on it, though. The book says 60 to 70, and all across the board I'm hearing from different guys between 75 and 85. Some flying with 4500s, though. So I don't know how they're doing that. But, hey, listen, I'm open for comments, open for suggestions. This is something I haven't flown yet. I got these missiles on backwards. I do. I don't think that's supposed to be upside down like that. It's got a little sulcus here that goes into the toothed wing, whatever they call that, sawtooth wing. But yeah, I've wanted an F-18 now for quite a while. I've got the 64mm free wing, which is actually a nicer built plane. There wasn't any glue or anything on that one. It went together real nice. It has a nice 12-blade EDF fan on it I put in there. That was before they offered it high performance. I just built it that way. But yeah, that's a quality, nice little plane. But no rudder control. And where I land next to that school, you coming in, the wind's coming at you this way, the wind's coming that way, but as you coming across the school, it does this kind of a thing sometimes, and or it goes just the other way. So coming in with a 64 without rudder control, you're going to go one way or the other. You don't know. You might be lucky enough to go straight, but if you don't have rudder control, trying to keep the wings flat and get that landing, and quick quick turn it a certain way if you have to, because the wind just changed. That happens there a lot. Someday I'll find a regular field to fly in. You know, I've got a regular field, but I'm trying to beat them up to see if I can get them to put the some kind of mat down there so that we have a tarmac. Because not everybody has all these great big planes with great big wheels. You know, some of us got the, you know, I've got some of those, but a lot of my stuff has, you know, smaller tires on it, smaller wheels. All right, I lost my cockpit. That's not good. Here it is. I still have to put a dab of glue on this, but that's all it's really gotta be done yet. So hook up the electronics, set up the rates and stuff, and she's all done. You like her? There's underneath. Try not to cut my head off this time. This is the best lighting I can do right now, guys. But yeah, I think it'll be a nice plane. I mean, they're decent tires. They're not too hard. The front ones aren't too hard either. Shock absorbing and trailing link suspension here. But there's probably going to be a few things, like I say, I want to get into this motor compartment here, and I want to really make that shiny and smooth back there, so that air does not have any resistance coming out whatsoever. And I want to fix that little bifurcation area back there where it splits the before the two nozzles, because that looks like a dam right there. Oh, here, I can go ahead and put this on here while I'm on it. Actually, I don't see why I wouldn't want to fly with something like this. It's really low to the ground, or really close to the plane. I'm not hooking it on because I want to set it back down on the table. But it's really close to the plane. I don't see where it would really cause a whole hell of a lot of drag, to tell you the truth, so I probably will fly with it. Not at first though. At first we're probably going to lose most of the missiles. I'll just maybe keep the outside ones, lose the other ones. But yeah, guys, she turned out pretty good. Once I get the decals on there, I mean, my gosh, did you see how many of those we got? I mean, and they're all water slide. Now granted, there's supposedly 4 different sets, but that's just 4 different sets for the tails, okay? You still got all those. That's a lot. And they're all water slide. That makes it even tougher. And the reason I don't like to do that, guys, on video, if somebody really wants to see how it's done, somebody did ask me that, and I said I was all out of decals. I didn't realize I was going to have to do this one when I got here. You know, I'll save a couple of them because I'm not going to use them all, and I've got another couple of junk pieces of planes and stuff like that I could do a demo video for you on water slides. Okay, so if you need to see that, leave it in the comments, and we'll make a video for you. All right. Hope you guys have enjoyed. This is Skip Built RC. Peace, guys. Love you guys. Thanks. Thanks for subscribing. Thanks for liking. Thanks for tolerating me. I can be insufferable sometimes. Hope to see you flying pretty soon. Bye for now. Okay, Garmin, stop recording.